Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you how to make mixed pickle vegetable jars that are not just an edible creation but also a beautiful decoration to your decor. Pickling is one of the oldest methods of food preservation, dating back thousands of years. The practice originated in Mesopotamia. Any fall fruit and vegetable can be pickled, even the eggs, which I'm trying probably next. But I have a quite interesting selection of vegetables to pickle today. And I have to tell you, I have never pickled cauliflower, so I am trying it today. I went to a farmer's market and I got tricolored cauliflower and also tricolored carrots, some green beans. We're also gonna need 7 to 8 cloves of garlic and lots of dill, which makes a difference in pickling. To pickle a larger vegetable like this, you're gonna need a wide mouth glass pickling jars. Let me show you how to separate florets from the cauliflower. We're gonna free the stem of the cauliflower, which means we're gonna remove these outer leaves to expose the base of the floret. And it's important. You need to cut them a certain way to prevent for them to crumble. So we're gonna go down and cut the floret and detach it, and leaving the core of the cauliflower, so it just helps us to see where the floret starts and where we need to cut. And of course you're gonna cut florets that are unified in size, and the little ones like that at the end we're just gonna leave for something else, let's say like roasted vegetables. And of course, if the florets are too large for you to fit in the jars, we're gonna cut them in half. Make sure they're gonna fit through the jars easily. Let me tell you what inspired me for this recipe. I've been watching Turkish drama on YouTube and I really got hooked on it. I think it's like 85 episodes or so. So I saw these jars standing in their pantry and I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. I have to reproduce this pickling method for cauliflower. And of course, pickled vegetables would be served with any meat dish in Turkey or Middle East or Greece, anywhere where you eat a lot of meat dishes, like kebabs and stuff. In Russia, we used to pickle cucumbers, tomatoes, cabbage, but very rarely vegetables like this. If you don't know how to cut carrots, try this roll cut. It is so pretty and you will be able easily to stuff it in the jar. And the green beans, we're just gonna cut the ends off of them. And also when we arrange all the vegetables in the jars, you will see we will be able to stick those down the sides of the jar. Before we start pickling, we're gonna enhance the shelf life of our vegetables. What we're gonna do, we're gonna pour some cold water over our vegetables, which will fill them up with water, so they're gonna be much crunchier when we pickle them. And besides that, we need to soak these vegetables in apple cider vinegar or any vinegar you want. Soaking vegetables in vinegar is primarily done to kill bacteria in the produce. To make pickling brine, you're going to need vinegar. You could use apple cider, distilled white wine vinegar, or white balsamic vinegar, which I am using. We're going to need 2 cups, which is about 475 milliliters of vinegar. We're going to place it in a saucepan where we're going to make the brine. To the same saucepan, add 1 cup, which is 240 milliliters of filtered water. 1 cup, 200 grams of granulated sugar to balance the tartness in the vinegar. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of kosher salt or sea salt, And then we're going to use some pickling spice. I actually make my own. Mine contains black peppercorns, mustard seeds, celery seeds, coriander seeds, allspice, and bay leaf that I break into little pieces. So I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of pickling spice to that brine. We're going to mix it and place it on the stove. Bring this to boil, reduce the heat, and simmer for about 10 minutes, and you will see how fragrant this brine is going to be. And we're going to start filling up our jars. Slice about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic and place them at the bottom of the jar. Garlic makes all the pickled vegetables taste better. And of course, a small bunch of dill is going to go on the bottom of the jar. And then we're going to start building the rows of this beautiful cauliflower. I'm going to start with the red one, and then I'm going to place the florets in there so they are facing the walls of the jar. And then of course in the little holes in there I'm just gonna stick the carrots. There's a certain way where you could fill up those vegetables, play with it, see how prettier it looks, I guess. But I'm simply just building rows with the cauliflower and carrots until I reach to the top. I can already suspect how crunchy these vegetables are gonna be when the pickling process is done, and I just can't wait to try it. And this is me first time doing these particular vegetables pickling, and I'm very excited. We almost reached the top of the jar here, but yet to put the green beans in there. So that's going to be a little bit challenging, but I figured this out. I'm going to take the top parts of the vegetables out, gonna stick the green beans in there first, then just place the vegetables back in the jar. And we needed that touch of green in these jars because look how beautiful they look now with all the colors in there. Slice the rest of the garlic into the jar, and then we're gonna add a little bit more dill right on top of it. And it's time for us to pour our brine. And the first cup is gonna go with all the seeds in it, because they're just gonna continue adding more flavor to the vegetables, to the brine. And then the rest of it we're just gonna filter until we reach the very top of the jar, and that's it. We're gonna close the jar, leave it overnight to cool down, and after that it could be sitting at your countertop, or it could be refrigerated. But the vegetables are gonna be done in about a couple days for you to enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.